So, who is unfamiliar with Winnie the Pooh? Everyone knows that he is a very cute and innocent toy kind who plays with children, adults, everyone. He loves honey in his food. But what if he takes a wrong turn? That is, he gets stuck on the wrong path. He also eats blood with honey. So the story begins in the same way as the cartoon starts, where it is said that once there was a calf whose name was Christopher Robin. He met a lot of animals in the jungle. Such animals that were not dangerous mean that they can get along with humans. And he became friends with Christopher. Now the male inside him, who was the most famous, was Winnie the Pooh. And he was the closest to Christopher. He also had his other 4 brothers and friends with him. They used to live in this very big jungle, which is about 100 acres. Christopher was also living with them. They were happily spending their lives. But with time, when Christopher grows up, he has to leave them and go away to complete his studies, which makes them very sad. Although Christopher had promised them that I will keep coming to meet you. But he never came, so that's why they always remembered him. By living with Christopher, they had humanity and goodness in them. But after his departure, they were completely alone. And the winters came, so because of cold and hunger, they become dying. Now they had to save themselves from hunger, so they take a very difficult decision. They accept their companion and eat him. Now because of eating their companion, they were very sad. And this was a very bad and big war of their life. And now after coming here, they lost their trust in humanity. Hatred was born in their hearts for humans, especially for Christopher. Because if he had not left them, then such a disaster would not have come on them. And he did not even fulfill his promise. He never came to meet them. So now they sit here together and swear that now we will remove humanity and goodness from us. And also that we will never speak again. We will always be silent. With their oath, the scene ends here. Then we see the time after 5 years, when Christopher comes with his friends to those jungles to introduce him to his childhood friends. They look for him everywhere, but they do not find him anywhere. In fact, they find blood-stained buckets, utensils, pieces of meat, and the corpse of their companion. The same way they were eating all the animals. Now seeing this, the 2 of them were very scared, so that's why they hide there immediately. They were going to leave here, but by then, Binny Dabu and his companion had come here. Their bad luck, they both had seen them. As soon as they come, they break Christopher's friend's gun from the chain and kill him. And dragging him, they take him somewhere with them. But after this, it is shown that on the news and on the media, the same things are heard everywhere. There is a dangerous creature in these jungles, which does not leave anyone. Thousands of people have gone there, but never came back. And up to this point, nobody knows what lies there. After this, in the next scene, we see a girl whose name is Mania. Recently, she had an accident because of which she had just come out of shock. An unknown person was following her for a long time, and one day he came to her house to catch her. But although the police had caught that man, but his bad effect has still remained in Mania's mind, because of which her doctor tells her to go somewhere to take a vacation, so that her mind can be changed, and all the bad thoughts will come out of her mind. So the next day, Mania goes with some of her friends to a cabin near those jungles to take a vacation. On the way, they stop at a gas station, but this whole gas station was closed. So that's why they go ahead, where Mania meets a couple. After talking to them a little, they leave from here. After which they reach their destination, i.e. that cabin, where they had to take a vacation. Now one of her friends, who also had to come here, also reaches those jungles by crossing the road, where she suddenly sees Winnie the Pooh, who was coming towards her at a fast pace. Now she is scared of humans with such big and dangerous hair and starts running. But Winnie the Pooh catches her and kills her with a knife and takes her blood in a bucket. After that, all of them eat her body. There, Mania tells her friends about the incident that happened to her, which made her very sad and emotional, when all of them together take care of her and comfort her. There, Winnie the Pooh goes to Christopher, whom she had tied up, whom Pooh and his friend used to kill with a lot of mercy. Now, although Christopher also apologizes to him, that forgive me, I did not keep my promise, and again asks him to leave her. But Pooh does not listen to him. He was remembering old things, which he left him and went away. Remembering all these things, Pooh gets very angry. So he starts beating him a lot with the pain of his dead friend. Then he puts Christopher's friend's corpse in front of him and washes Christopher with his blood. just to make him suffer, to make him feel good, so that he realizes his mistake, that he had made such a big mistake. After a while, Christopher's friend's corpse was going to be thrown by Pooh. But then, on the same road, the sound of music starts coming, which was coming from the cabin, which the girls had set up. So now he starts going on the same road and comes near the cabin. Maria's friend was bathing here in the pool, and she was having a lot of fun, while Pooh comes there and quietly looks at her. Although Maria's friend also did not see her, but she felt that maybe my friend was joking with me, so she ignores it. She starts enjoying again, but then Pooh and his friends come here. She puts a cloth on his face and holds him tight, and takes him with her. They bring him to the front of their car on the road. Pooh's friend ties his hands and legs and lays them in front of the car. After that, Pooh sits in the car, slowly drives the car and starts coming towards him and crushes his head with a tire and separates him from the body, due to which he dies with great mercy. And that's it, we can only hear his screams. His friends also heard his screams, so they all gather in one place. Pooh was very upset, so to find him, she goes out of the house, where she finds him dead in a very bad condition. Her condition also deteriorates. She was scared. She comes back to the cabin and tries to hide, while Pooh and his companion were still there, wandering around the cabin. The four girls become separate in two groups, so she goes to close all the doors of the cabin. When Maria was getting sick due to bathing, her friend takes her upstairs. Those two girls were going to close the door when they find Winnie the Pooh's companion at a place, who now starts attacking both of them. One of them falls outside and falls unconscious, while the other fell inside the pool. Then the water fairy goes to her with Winnie the Pooh's companion and attacks her many times with a hammer. He beats her up and makes her in a bad condition. She also dies. After doing this, Pooh and her companion take Maria's friend, who was unconscious, to her place, whom Maria and her friend had given. So now both of them go after them to save their friend. When Pooh and her companion reach their house, they see a very strange scene. Winnie the Pooh, who used to like honey, now likes dirty, bloody honey, which she is eating with great pleasure. And Maria's unconscious friend was also with him. The one who regains consciousness from the jail, he attacks her again. And once again, he came out of there, after making her unconscious. In the meantime, Maria and her other friend had also come here. She makes her friend conscious and frees him. As soon as she starts running away from there, Christopher also sees her, who was tied up. He was very wounded. His condition was very bad, so now these people also free him. Now they hear another woman screaming there. Then Christopher sends both of them to save her. That woman was actually screaming in pain. He was beaten very badly. Now this woman is nothing but what Maria had got, when Christopher was also with her, and both of them had also talked to Maria. This woman now starts telling people about both of them. That is Pooh and his companion. She says that one of them is Baloo, the other is his friend, who drank. The one who has killed the innocent people. He is also very merciful, but no one listens to him. That woman then tells that Pooh, he tortures everyone, beats them badly, while his companion just keeps screaming, because he enjoys by biting and tearing. Now Maria and her friend try to take that woman away from there, but she does not go because she was very angry with both of them. She stays here to take revenge from both of them. When Pooh's companion comes in front of her, she throws a gun at him, but the bullet does not fire. Then Pooh comes from behind and pushes him into the fire, due to which he dies very quickly. And by seeing his death, she rejoices a lot. All three girls had also seen this scene with their own eyes. She was completely scared. To save her life, she starts running from there. One of them remains behind, who has Pooh's companion. The other two girls run away, behind whom Pooh runs. She gives him a mirror and starts running again. She tries to scare him away by scaring him with fire. The girl behind whom Pooh's companion had gone cleverly ties her to his chain, and her hammer beats him a lot, so that she could not exchange the death of all the people and her friends. She keeps hitting him, by which he dies. But then Pooh came to her. Seeing her friend dying, he gets very angry. That's why he puts a knife in her mouth, due to which she also dies the same way. Maria and her friend ran and came to the road, where a car also comes in front of them, in which 4 people were sitting, and both of them were very scared. She asks for help from them. She tries to make them understand that there is a bear like a human in the jungle. He is killing everyone in a very dangerous way. But it is obvious they do not believe their words. But when those people see them in front of them, they lose their senses. Because Winnie the Pooh comes dangerously and stands in front of them, they go to face him with their small weapons. They beat him a lot, and he does not care much about all this. He was now considering these 4 people as the players of his game. And just like any game, he was killing them one by one. Seeing this, Maria and her friend get more scared, and she thinks of sitting in their car and flying Pooh. But there is no use. On the contrary, he came on top of their car, and his car also crashes, due to which both the girls become unconscious. When Maria comes to her senses, she sees that Pooh is pulling her friend out of the car and taking him with her. He then takes a bath in front of the car and separates her head from her body with his own hands. He then throws her head on the car, and here we see the real danger of Winnie the Pooh. Now Maria was also not well. She was also not going to survive. He goes ahead to kill her. At that time, Christopher had also come there with another car. He hits Pooh with the car and puts him in the middle of the cars badly. He thinks that maybe Pooh is dead, so he takes care of Maria. But Pooh comes out of the middle of both the cars. He was safe, nothing had happened to him. As soon as he comes out, he grabs Maria again. He was on the verge of killing her. At that time, Christopher comes in front of him and begs him to spare his life. He says that you leave Maria, I promise you. All my life I will be with you in these words. You are my first friend, Winnie the Pooh. But years later, today Pooh breaks his promise and says that you are gone. Nothing can happen now. As soon as he says this, he tears Maria's throat. Seeing this, Christopher was very scared. He felt that he would also become a prey to Pooh. But still he runs away. While Pooh, who was very scared, was also hungry. Sometimes he attacks Maria and breaks her body into hundreds of pieces. We see the dangerous Pooh, who had decided that he would do even worse to every person coming, because he was feeling very good on the path of this evil. With this, the story of the evil Pooh was over.